Hello, and welcome to Sloths and Orchids. My name is Alisa, and this is my vlog about sewing and other things. And some of the things are my stupid humor, but you know, some of you like it, so there you go. So what's happening is I'm going to be starting on two different garments today. One is Simplicity 8014, I believe, which is a shirt dress, and another one is Cynthia shirt by Vikisews, and both of them are cut up and interfaced. I'm going to show you in a second, and then I think I'm just going to take it from there, and then I have a couple of purchases to show you. Oh, I'm so bad, but yeah, I think with me trying to buy my own place in a minute, I'm going to start saving up. I'm going to make a different vlog about it. But all the purchases are going to stop soon. I think I have another one coming, which I've ordered before my situation changed. So I do have an excuse for that one. So bear with me. Meanwhile, I'll entertain you by showing what I've ordered. Alrighty then, show you my current projects. First of all, I've got this Simplicity 8014. I'm going to be making this pattern A, the long shirt dress. The fabric is absolutely stunning fabric from Minerva, and let me just grab a piece of it. It is viscose. It's a very beautiful viscose fabric. It looks like this from the back, and it's like it has slight pattern in it, as if it was like a linen background, and then you've got beautiful bright colors, black and pink. It's I can't praise it enough. Minerva is now producing their own fabric, and this is one of the viscose ranges. Actually, I need to show you this. Minerva exclusive fabrics. Sorry, I can't hold it straight. I don't know why I don't just put it down. So Minerva exclusive fabrics. I'm keeping these bits because I might actually attach it to my garment somewhere on the inside, maybe, or I don't know, in the back, maybe, we'll see. But this is what I'm making. So I had 3.5 meters of it. It was very generously gifted to me in return for a blog post. So when I'm done, I'm going to direct you to Minerva platform, and you can read all about the process of making this, and I'm going to take loads of pictures of close-ups and the dress on me, and then after that's done I will vlog about it as well. So this is what I'm doing at the moment. I've cut it out already. These are pieces of a skirt that I don't want to crumble up, because part of these pieces are cut on bias, so the less I handle them, the better, really. So I kind of gently folded them and just kind of keep them out of the way. Then right now I'm about to start interfacing, and for interfacing I will need my sleeve cuffs, and there's also two pieces of collar, and I'm also planning on interfacing the front placket that runs all the way from the top to the bottom, so I'm going to be doing that. And also it has pockets, so I will be interfacing with the thin strips of interfacing the places on both sides of the skirt where the pockets get attached. So I learned that from Vikisews, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And I can also imagine if I decide to go with these little pockets, I don't know, if they are necessary, then maybe I won't, because this dress is kind of a lot of bits and bobs anyways. It's going to take a while. So I would then interface the tops of the pockets, the flaps. So now, talking about interfacing, I have a whole drawer of interfacings. This interfacing was labeled as questionable. That's exactly, seriously, what was written on the plastic bag. Questionable interfacing. So I don't know what to do. I think what I'll do is, there's some sort of like a budget interfacing or something. So I'm gonna cut off bits from each piece. This is very see-through, almost quite thin. And I will test all of them on a pieces of offcuts of this fabric, and then I'm going to ruthlessly throw away the ones that don't attach well, because when I was doing my white interfacing, I threw away about 3 batches of interfacing because they were rubbish, and I don't have time for that in my life now. I've become very impatient to things that don't work, and I'd rather not have them in my life at all because they drain my energy. So that's what I'm doing. These are the pieces of fabric I've prepared. So I'm gonna test all my 5 interfacings, and I'm gonna tell you in a minute what I found. So we're gonna start from this end. I've treated them all equally. So I pressed the iron equally, and so the same conditions. So basically, let's see what happened. I let them cool down. So this one literally just came off pretty much. If I just pulled this off now, it's gonna come off. So that goes to the bin. Right, this one, as weird as it looks really quite, I don't like this word, but it looks quite cheap. But what's happening here? I pulled from different ends, and this end it kind of stayed, and kind of some of it came off, but on this end it just keeps coming off as I'm pulling it off. So I'm gonna say rubbish bin. Next. Okay, this one came off completely. Rubbish bin. Next. Now this one I kind of pull off little bits, and it's almost like comes off in strips, you know? Do you know? You know how that works exactly? But then the rest of it is still sticking, you know, and the fabric is still drapey, but slightly thicker, you know, so it gives it a bit of stability. So this, I think for viscose, it will be actually okay. And then the last one is the best one. So I did try to peel it off, as you can see here little bits, but it really stays on, you know, unless you really try. So and I have quite a lot of it, so I'm gonna remove that word questionable quality from the package and just have it as a non-woven black interfacing. And then this one I'm gonna use today, and there's not that much of it anyway, so just use it today and put the scraps in my scraps bag for like little bits like pockets and flaps and buttonholes and stuff like that. Right, so that's the experiment complete. So I finally finished all my interfacing last night, and let me tell you, there's loads of it, okay? I used different ones on parts that shouldn't be too stiff, like cuffs are okay. This is the pocket side of pockets, you know, this is quite like a soft, pliable interfacing. However, so I just grabbed a couple of pieces with stiffer interfacing. This is a medium weight interfacing, and I use it for, that's my marking, and I use it for collars because it's fairly stiff and it holds shape really well. So I use this one for collars mainly. This is the front plackets. Again, I used nice and soft interfacing because it'll be like turned up like twice. And it's a skirt, you don't want it standing up, you know, you want it kind of to go with the rest of the skirt, this part. So that's that. So that's ready for sewing. Now this is my Cynthia shirt, and I've cut it up before I cut up this one, but basically what I'm planning on doing, and I'm gonna probably start tonight, I'm gonna make the shirt part by part, you know, and make like a tutorial videos for each process. So collar separately, cuffs separately, sleeves attaching to cuffs separately, you know, sleeves setting into the garment separately, yoke, you know, stuff like that. And I'm gonna have like a little mini course, I think. Yeah, so that's the plan. So that's also been all interfaced and marked and cut out. So I have 2 garments now, which I will be happily sewing, filming about this one. I think I'll be filming a little bit about this one, but not as in detail as this one. Okay, let's see what happens next. As I promised, I will show you now a few naughty fabrics that I've purchased. And these, like I said, are again going to be the last purchases for a while. So I'm glad that I made them the good ones. So all these fabrics were bought at myfabrics.co.uk. I've bought from them before, and the prices are not the lowest on the market, and the delivery takes quite a while. Like the last parcel that I've ordered took about 4 weeks to get to me, and to be fair, they did send an email saying that they're going through some administrational changes and optimizing the processes, blah blah blah. But the fact remains that I was waiting for a very long time. However, it was worth it because all the fabrics are very good quality. I'm very happy with them. So, and I have a great selection, and you can order up to 5 samples for free in one order. Okay, so the first fabric is French terry, and it looks like denim. So looks like denim, and the reason I got it is because I wanted to make wide trousers looking like jeans. Like wide jeans have, you know, the top station, have the back pockets, have the faux front zip and stuff like that, but I wanted them to be super comfy so that they look like jeans, but they're really just like the joggers, you know, or like the pajama pants. So that was the plan. Now I've received it and I kind of put it to my face. I do like it next to my face as well, like color wise, and I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I could do like a dress, maybe, like a kind of medium polo neck dress that I already have from Vikisews, and I have it printed as well. Maybe I do that for the winter because polo necks are at the top of the trends at the moment, but then having dress in like a denim look, I don't think it's going to go out of fashion too quickly, so I think I'll have a good wear out of this item. So whichever one I go with, I've got 2 meters. It's lovely and stretchy, like I've already showed you. This is the back, so the look back, and this is the front. Yeah, I think it's a good one to have. I don't know when I'm gonna be making it. Maybe this winter, maybe not. I don't know, we'll see. Right, so next one. Next one is again a French terry, and this one is slightly thicker, but it's not thick still. It's French terry of this color, and I wanted to make a couple of jumpers, just like a jersey jumpers to wear over like sports clothes, because guess what, I'm working out now. I don't really work out as such, but I do go for walks in the evenings, and it is getting a bit colder now in the evening, so I need to just pop something on top of my, like a sports bra and a t-shirt, and then this would probably go on top. So this is the thickness of it. This is the back. It's beautiful organic French terry, very nice. And obviously the color is one of my favorites, so this one is extra wide. I think it's 180 width, I'm pretty sure it is. And I got I don't remember how much of it I've got, but I think I'll have just enough for a couple of like a hip length long sleeve, you know, tops. No hoodie, so I don't know, we'll see. Again, it's just like a rough plan, but I do love the feel of it, and I think it's gonna be one of my favorite garments, or two, you know, however many I squeeze into this piece of fabric. So next one is super exciting. I've been meaning to get into eco leather since last year. It's all of the trends. It's, you know, in fact it doesn't go out of fashion, and it's been in fashion for quite a while, and it will always be. And it's eco leather, and I got myself some in black, and it's gorgeous, and it's not even that expensive, to be honest with you. It's stretchy, so stretches like this, and no matter how hard I stretch, it springs back. Look at the quality of it. It has no stretch marks, so just do it again. So really stretch it, and then it just kind of goes back immediately. And you know, it doesn't, well, almost doesn't show it, but you know, I think if I just like pressed it with no steam, I think it'd be perfect. So anyway, so this tells me this would be good for garments in which you sit, like skirts, trousers, that sort of thing. But then also it would be good for like any sort of garment, really, because I just love this leather. Look at it, it's like a matte sheen, and obviously it's 100% like polyester or whatever. There's no natural fibers in it, but it's gorgeous. It's so soft, and it's like very quite fluid, you know, for what it is. So I've decided to make a cropped suit jackets, you know, which are quite fashionable at the moment. So you've got a cropped kind of like a semi-fitted jacket with long sleeves, and then also I've decided to make a leather skirt. So black leather skirt will go with everything, and in the winter it's quite versatile and warm also because it will be lined, you know. So I only got 150 lengths of this one, so this one will go to make a skirt. So I went back and I've ordered another 2 meters to make a cropped jacket, and that is going to be a set, and that is the parcel that I'm actually expecting to come, the last one I'm expecting, and I've ordered something else in that parcel, but I'll show you when it comes. So that's that. And then I also thought that maybe for this skirt I will use this lining because it's stretchy, and I thought that maybe they can like, oh my gosh, jeez, look what happened. How did that happen? Oh, this is rubbish. Oh my god. So I thought that maybe they can stretch together, but I'm not sure about this. Look at it. Can you see it? I just literally got loads of what do you call it when you have like nylons and you have like a running, I don't know, I'm not quite sure, I don't remember how to say it. So what was I gonna say? That I'm not sure about this one now, but this one was super cheap anyway. It was like $3.50 per meter and something, and now I see why. Like, look. Do not buy this. Anyway, I'm sure I'll use it for something, some sort of something. Yeah, it's very silky, it's quite lovely, a lovely feel. Maybe I'll make some sort of slip dress carefully and try to secure and maybe overlock it, maybe to prevent that from happening, but I don't know, we'll have to see. So no, I'm not using that lining anyway because I've decided that I will probably use just a woven non-stretch lining for these things, you know. So that's that, you know. Those are my fabrics. And I also have a couple of books that I bought secondhand from Amazon, and they are sewing related, so I'm going to show you them. I promised to show you a couple of plants that I personally acquired. So these are my little mini plants. I think they're absolutely adorable, like a little quirky, you know. This one I love for the colors because it's dark green and very light pink, very cute. This one is Marimo ball, and it actually lives in water, all bottled up, and from time to time you have to change the water and then you have to shake it to repeat the motion of the sea or the ocean, you know. So I do that. He looks pretty happy to me. This one, you have to forgive me, I do not remember for the life of me none of the names, but this one is very cute. It's my favorite. It's almost like vintage roses, but no, they're not roses, but just the color and the petal shapes kind of remind me of that a little bit. Then we've got fern. It's very cute. It's like very delicate and dainty, and I just, yeah, and they apparently grow quite big, so hopefully it'll grow into something bigger. And then this one is a fig tree, I think, and they always come in like funny shapes. Some of them quite rude actually. This one is okay. So yeah, so this is my little collection, and they sit by my bedside on the top of my like a bookshelf, and I have a little watering can that I water them with. It's just here, just in case. I keep checking them every day just to see which one needs a tiny bit more water added. And yeah, this is my little bedroom collection here. So the first book I'd like to show you is Pattern Cutting and Making Up by Martin Shoben and Janet Ward. And this book is an oldie, but a goodie. I've seen these books split into two parts, I think. I think this edition is the one where they have everything all together. So I'm just quickly show you. Basically, it just shows you how to build your patterns, but then at the same time it shows you the making up processes, which is how to sort them together. And I don't think there's too many books doing that in one book. So all sorts of garments in here, you know, different sleeves, different like collar and trouser variations and all sorts. And then you basically are shown, let's just see. You are basically shown how to stitch them, and you know, they're like tips and tricks of how to do different decorations and different finishes, in fact. Yeah, so I think this book is well worth having. Again, tonight I'm going to read it, you know, properly, not just kind of look through and put it aside, because I have a bit more time tonight. So I think when I come to making my own patterns, I will use this one, but I will also be using it now for the technology of, you know, sewing up the garments and its parts. So I would recommend this book highly, because it's written in a very straightforward, clear manner. And I like the way that they spaced, you know, the drawings are clear to understand, and the writing is just kind of all really easy to use, I think. if you have this book, let me know what you think, whether you find it useful, or whether you've heard about it. So the next book I'm going to talk about is the Singer book Sewing for Style. Again, it's an oldie. I got it on Amazon for about, I don't know, I think about £6-7 second hand. It was sold used, very good condition. So it's great condition. There's no sign of use from the previous owners, so I'm quite happy with that, and the price. And basically this book I got for again for the technology of like finishing methods and different construction techniques. I love the photographs are very clear, the explanations, you know, so I went through it again and I like it. I like how concise it is, and yet the photos are very self-explanatory almost. So, you know, there's a bit of tailoring here, there's different kind of techniques that will be super useful. So this book will be read, and I have to kind of pencil in my memory that it has this and this construction technique, and I'll have to refer to it when I need it. And then so with this one, I bought this one. So that's the same series. And then this one is 101 Sewing Secrets, and this one again has like tips and shortcuts as to making your own clothes, pattern adjusting, and this one's more on seams and again finishing techniques. I think they're quite similar in fact, but this one has a couple of like a designer details explained. Again, I'm very happy with it. I bought it quite cheaply on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can find a second-hand copy for a fraction of the price. And these books, despite being quite old, they're still super useful and full of great advice. I am not regretting buying them and having them in my library. And also I love looking at the pictures, like this one, super inspirational. Just for some reason the colors and like just the whole picture just is very tasty, like it's very sewing delicious, you know. I just want to make something like that now. So that's that. These are all my books I will be reading. And then today when I came through the door, I found that I've got my Threads magazine that came from America, because I have a subscription which I cancelled, but maybe this is the last issue. So I honestly I'm flipping now, but I'm not kind of looking myself because I want to sit down and read it properly. This one is just, it has quilted jackets in it, and I was thinking of making one. So anyway, super excited. This one is fall 2022 number 219, so it's the recent one. So that one I haven't even looked at yet, and you already had a sneak peek. How lucky are you? So that's it. I'm now gonna sit down comfortably in my bed, and I'm gonna read my new Threads magazine. I haven't really looked at it I don't know what's in there. I'm super excited. I thought my subscription has ended already, but apparently not, so this is probably the last one I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna leave you in peace. Hope you like my video, and I hope you're having a lovely day, morning or evening or night, and I'm gonna see you soon. Meanwhile, stay pretty and make something beautiful. Love you all. Bye.